All right, cool. All right,
Yeah.
so the first question, what are the major highlights of the act? So from what I got from it, basically, since his father passed away, um, him coming back in an apparition, that was like a pretty big highlight of the whole act, just
Yeah.
because that's normally something that doesn't really happen that often
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. For me, like the end, like when everyone dead,
Hmm.
like that's the big one for me.
Oh yeah, that was a
Yeah.
major highlight for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Because everyone dead at the end. That's crazy, right?
It is, yeah. And then also another highlight, which I thought was pretty interesting. Um, Once the ghost comes back, like it's not confirmed at first that it's Hamlet's father,
Yeah.
but he has like a gut feeling just because of the passion of what the ghost is telling him.
Oh
And then
yeah.
after he reveals how he died, then Hamlet like finally realizes that that was his dad, and he got
Yeah.
like pretty much like they stole his time away from him because he wasn't ready to die at all.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So now, do you remember how he said he died?
Um, Am I forget.
No, you good, you good. Let's see. So basically, um, so the uncle Claudius, he basically
Oh yeah,
snuck
yeah.
into his room
The
and
uncle,
he put
yeah.
some type of poison in his ear,
Yeah.
and
I
then
remember that.
it was just a quick death after that.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, he betrayed him.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes blood isn't always as thick as they say it is. It's always about greed.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I have a question for you then. So Horatio, like it was Hamlet's best friend,
Hmm.
and when they were the first ones to see the ghost, do you think you would have been able to keep your composure? Like when the ghost approached you and asked, like, I need you to grab this person and bring him to me?
Nah, but I would be scared because it's a ghost. Like, come on, it's a
Mm.
ghost. So
Yeah, bro.
I would be nervous and scared.
Hell
What
yeah.
about you?
Me, I don't know. I wouldn't really be that scared because I do believe ghosts are real for sure.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, dude. Like I've seen because I'm in the military still,
Oh, that's
and
good.
yeah, bro, for sure. And there's people who they say they see their best friend still that like got killed in the battlefield.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they just like it's not really like verbal communication. It's more like moving stuff around and like just playing tricks on them. So I for sure believe it. How I would
Yeah.
act in that scenario, I don't know. I'd probably freeze up to be real with you.
Me too.
Move out of town. Yeah, that's a pretty. I don't know. That's scary. It just depends on like what you believe in.
Yeah, where I came from, people say that they saw ghosts. Like, they saw ghosts come to them and talk to them. Like, that's crazy.
Hmm. Yeah. Hey, some people
By
have
the
like
way, I'm
different.
from Haiti.
Yeah, I assumed I have a lot of Haitian friends.
Yeah.
Let me see.
In Haiti, there's a lot of voodoo.
Oh
So,
yeah, the
ghosts.
witch doctors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. What's the next question? Mm. So on that scene, so scene five, what do you think is the major theme of that
Death.
scene? Death?
Yeah.
Nice. And is
There's
that
how
just all
there's
right, go.
like there's a lot of death. Like, everyone dead at the end.
Hmm.
So that's gonna be the big one for
Do
me.
you think it was like um not like so much a circle of life, but like karma in a way,
Yeah.
because the father was killed wrongly, and then he sent his son to kill the uncle, and then
M-
everybody just in some
Might
way,
be.
shape, or form, yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane, dude. And for me, like death is a huge theme in that role, and I also think revenge and
Oh,
hatred.
that's another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I think throughout the whole story, um, revenge plays like a really big part, just
Yeah,
because it's all about, the uncle dishonored the family tree, and now
yeah,
the son just wants to make his father proud and avenge his death.
yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Let me see. Mm. Oh, so another question for you. You know how?
Hmm.
So the ghost asked his son to kill the new king, his uncle,
Yeah.
but he tells the son not to hurt his mother.
Hmm.
How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't know. Like, if I kill my uncle, I
Hmm.
would like my mother would hurt because like my mother married to the uncle, so
Hmm.
that would be crazy. I don't know how I was going to do that. Yeah, that's crazy.
That is, see, in that sense, like him telling his son not to kill his mother, that shows me that the previous king that died, that he actually knows right from wrong, but
Yeah,
he's also sympathetic.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because if it was up to me, I would say, done with them both. Only because in the play it says that the king knew his wife was sleeping with the uncle before he died.
yeah. That's crazy. I mean,
That's
like,
a
why would the uncle do that? Cause like that's crazy, man.
it's all about greed, man. Greed, like the easiest, and it's crazy. Have you seen the movie The Lion King?
The Lion King. I might. Yeah, I might.
So it's a traditional old movie. It's about lions basically, and
Yeah.
it's almost this kind of the same scenario but a different twist. So the king, what's his name? Mufasa. That's the name of the
Yeah,
king.
Mufasa.
Basically, his brother kills him and blames it on his son because he was a very young age.
Yeah.
And then once the king was out of the way, the uncle, his name was Scar, he took over the kingly duties and pursued that role. And then he married his brother's wife.
Oh,
So
yeah.
almost the same scenario.
Yeah.
And behind that, and I think the same thing with this story, it's just it all comes down to greed and the want for more power.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I mean that story can translate to even modern politics. Just lying to
Yeah.
people, just trying to get ahead so you can have more power and just sit on a high pedestal.
Yeah, man.
It's insane. Let me see. Mm. Oh yeah. So sympathy was my other main topic. Do you think there's some other things in that scene, or the whole act in general?
Nah, I didn't
Nah.
find anything.
Dope, dope. Yeah, I just found those two. Let's see. Mm. So, who do you think this play is more pertain to? Like, what kind of person?
I would say like the person who like action,
Hmm.
because the story is about action, like death, revenge, like yeah, it's about action.
No,
What
I
about you?
agree. So action, I agree with that for sure, and it's more for people who can create images in their heads from the words that they read,
Yeah,
because it's the whole act is very explicit, and when it comes to detailing. So, for
yeah,
instance, when when in the play they brought up how the father came back, like I was able to picture him like a little gray apparition, like coming slowly out of the ground, and then
yeah,
like just planting his foot down, like, listen, I need to talk to this guy. And his tone, I could hear the airiness and the importance of what he was trying to say to
yeah.
Horatio. So, and let me see, I do have written down here the other people.
Okay.
Mm. Oh, so people who are um, they like to seek out clues because it's almost like a game of guess who did it or guess who's going to be next
Okay. Yeah,
kind of
that's
deal.
a good one.
Yeah, man. Mm. All right. So, what imagery does the author use to keep the readers interactive?
That one, I really don't really know that one. I
So
don't
I got
really
you.
know that.
Um, so anything like when you were reading the play, anything that
Okay,
you can, like I was saying earlier, that you can read and imagine it in your head.
I got you. I got you. Like I have one. I have one.
Go ahead.
You know when Hamlet could like that skull had the tongue in it and could sing once. So I feel like he was envisioned that one.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
How about the scene where the ghost was telling Hamlet how he died? For that, like for some reason when I was reading that, I imagined just like it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when all the guards are sleeping. It's pitch black, and Claudius just has like a black cloak, and you
Yeah.
could you could see him with like a little vial, like a little case, and then the green poison dripping down into like the king's
Oh,
ear.
okay.
For sure, dude. So
Yeah.
like there's a lot of imagery that has to do with this play.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Mm, Let me see. All right. Any descriptive language that stood out to you? So anything that touched your heart or made you overthink about a certain situation?
There's a lot. There's a lot to be honest. Mm, you go first because there's a lot. I can think anywhere
Me
now.
first. You're good. You're good. No worries. So just to like piggyback off of what I was saying,
Yeah.
um, when he told when the ghost told his son not to harm his mother, um, that that stood out to me a lot. Only because even though he went through all that, like being killed and knowing that she was sleeping with his brother, that made me feel like he still loved his
Yeah.
queen.